Good morning to all of you. So today we will start with this new chapter, expansion. Now this chapter has lot of applications in almost many chapters of algebra. So you better study it very seriously and understood each and every expansion very carefully. So first of all I will start with the familiar expansions, that is a plus b whole square. So we know that it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Then a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square, and a square minus b square is a minus b into a plus b. Okay, so these are the first three expansions that we will study. Now, one of the biggest mistake, one of the major mistake that students are doing in these two identities, if you see it very carefully, in these two identities only difference is this middle term, okay, 2ab. Whenever it is a plus b whole square we write plus 2ab, whenever it is a minus b whole square we write minus 2ab. Okay, the students, that mistake they are doing is they are actually writing a plus b whole square many times as a square plus b square, and a minus b whole square they are writing as a square minus b square. Okay, so this is absolutely wrong. Okay, so don't do this mistake. This is absolutely wrong. This a plus b whole square is not equal to a square plus b square, and a minus b whole square is not equal to a square minus b square. Okay, just understood these identities and remember them. Okay, now few identities that we can make. Suppose if I want to write this a plus b whole square in terms of a minus b whole square. So what I can do, see, we will be solving it separately. So a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, now I want to write this a plus b whole square in terms of a minus b whole square. So what I can do, I will write here minus 2ab, and since this is the extra one, so I will again write plus 2ab. Okay, then I will combine the terms. What I need, a minus b whole square, so it is minus 2ab, so I will take minus 2ab here, and these two form a group 2ab plus 2ab. Okay, so now what is this? If I make this a group and this is a group, so this is actually written as a minus b whole square plus 4ab. Okay, so we can say that a plus b whole square is a minus b whole square plus 4ab. Okay, similarly, if you wish to write a minus b whole square in terms of a plus b whole square, so you can simply take this minus 4ab here and you will get a minus b whole square equal to a plus b whole square minus 4ab. Okay, so although you can use these identities, but if you can remember these one also, so in few questions that we will discuss, it will take lesser time for you to solve the questions. Okay, we can start from the basic, but if we can remember these identities, okay, these are important one, so we can easily solve the questions in a very short period of time. Okay, then we will discuss few more like this. We will manipulate the identities and we will form few more identities. Okay, so now again this portion I am erasing. Okay, also this one is also I am erasing. So Now with the help of this identity a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, I will form two more identities. Like suppose this is our first and suppose this is our second. So if I add 1 and 2, okay, suppose if I am adding 1 and 2, so what I will get, a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square, and a square plus a square is 2a square, b square plus b square is plus 2b square, and see plus 2ab and minus 2ab. So these two will cancel and here I will take 2 as common. So it becomes a square plus b square. Okay, so finally what I can write? Finally I can write value of a square plus b square in terms of these two, that is 1 by 2 bracket a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square. Okay, another useful identity. Okay, another is useful identity for you to solve the certain type of question. So suppose if you are having the value of a plus b with you, you are having the value of a minus b with you, and you want to calculate this value. So by adding these two, I got this result as a square plus b square equal to 1 by 2 a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square. Okay. Similarly, if I do suppose 1 minus 2, so here I will get a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square equal to, see when we subtract this a square and a square will cancel. Okay, I am writing it here, a square plus 2ab plus b square minus a square plus 2ab minus b square. So this are cancel out, we will left with 4ab. Okay, so from here we can make out one more identity, that is ab is actually 1 by 4 a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. Okay, so again these are two very important and useful identity for us. Okay, with the help of which we can solve few questions in a very short period of time. Okay, so remember these identities, do not do these type of mistakes. Okay, these are very frequently occurring mistakes, and try to remember as many as identity as possible, or just try to manipulate the identities to get the desired results. Okay, now we will solve few questions based upon these identities, that is in question exercise 4a. So let's start with exercise 4a. Question number 1, find the square of. Okay, so it is said we have to find the square of. Square of means this we have to find. So this is a plus b whole square, that is a square plus 2a into b plus b square. Okay, so whenever you are doing the squaring of these type of identities, what students are doing, they are writing this as 2a square. Okay, again see this is wrong, because what we have to do, whole square of 2. Understood? We have to do the whole square of 2. So instead of this, what we will write, what is 2 square? 4 and 4a square. Then 2 into 2 is 4ab plus b square. Understood? Then suppose it is like this, 3a upon 2b minus 2b upon 3a, and we have to find the square of this. So what we will do, a square minus 2 into what is our a, 3 upon 2b, what is our b, 2b upon 3a, plus b square, 2b upon 3a whole square. So it becomes 9a square upon 4b square, and this can be simplified. Okay, whenever it is simplified, you have to simplify it, plus 4b square upon 9b square. Okay, so what we have learned, whenever we wish to calculate the square of square of these type of expressions, then we will simply use the formula of a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. Now regarding question number 2, now this is the application of this chapter, that is, if you have to calculate the square of big numbers, then you can use these identities to calculate them. Like okay, so in question number 2, we have to use the identities to evaluate. Like suppose if I have to calculate 502 whole square. Okay, so the method that you are using in the junior classes, you are calculating the square like this. Okay, you will simply multiply and you will get the result. But now since we have the knowledge of identities, so what we are going to do, we will divide this 502 into two parts such that it will be easier for us. So 502 is more than 500 by 2, so I will write 500 plus 2 whole square. Now why I have taken 500? Because it is comparatively easy for us to calculate the square of a number which contains 0 at the end. Okay, so it is now a plus b whole square, so we can write a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square. So it is 250000 plus 2 into 2 4, 4 into 5 20, and then again 2 zeros plus 4. So now when you add, you will get 2520004. Okay children, so this is how we can calculate the square of 502 by using the identities. So suppose here we have used a plus b whole square. Suppose if we wish to use a minus b whole square, like 998 whole square. Now see, 998 whole square is there, so please, if you can although write it as 900 plus 98 whole square. But the thing is, when you again calculate the square of 98, so it will take a lot of time. So instead of it, what I can do, if I notice it very carefully, I came to know that it is less than 1000 only by 2. So instead of using this, what we will do, we will use it like this. Okay, 1000 minus 2 whole square. Now see, 1000 square we can easily calculate, and 2 square also we can easily calculate. So I will be calculating it like this: 1000 whole square minus 2 into 1000 into 2 plus 2 square. So it will be 1 2 3 6 zeros minus 4000 plus 4. So when we solve it, what we will get? 99000, then okay, 99960 plus 4. So it is 9996004. So here you can see how easily we have calculated the square of this number by using those two identities. Understood? Okay, now see question number 3. Okay, now let's discuss question number 3. 7 upon 8x plus 4 upon 5y whole square. So it is again a plus b whole square. You can easily use, what is our a? 7x by 8 plus b plus b square. So this is 49 x square upon 64. Now it can be simplified. See, 2 into 2 4, 4 and 4 will cancel. So we are left with 7 xy upon 5 plus 16 y square upon 25. So if any term can be simplified in 2ab, so you better simplified it, and then you will write the answer. Okay. Then in question number 4, so in this we have to evaluate a upon 2b whole square, a upon 2b plus 2b upon a whole square minus a upon 2b minus 2b upon a whole square minus 4. Okay, so what I am going to do in this question, actually, see, if I just see this part, this is like a square and this is like b square. So identity a square minus b square we already knew, a minus b and a plus b. Okay, so this identity I will use like this: a upon 2b, this is our a and this is our b. Then a upon 2b, so first we have used the plus sign, now I will use the minus sign, and this is minus 4 separately. So see, this is cancel out, then this one is also cancel out. So what is our final answer? Our final answer is so finally what I will get? I will get 2a upon 2b, then 4b upon a minus 4. So see, this a and a cancel, b and b is also cancel, so this is also cancel. Finally what is left? 4 minus 4, that is 0. Okay, so this is how, and how easily we got the answer. Otherwise, if you open it by using a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, you can also solve the questions by using that method also. Okay, so just try to use the identities whenever it is required to get your result in the short period of time. Understood? Now we will see the questions like some question number 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'll try to understand the questions. So I will start with question number 5. Now regarding this question, question number 5. So a plus b is equals to 7 is given, ab equals to 10 is given, and we have to calculate a minus b. Now students, whenever we have the questions like of this, the thing that we know is a plus b and ab. So there are two ways to solve these type of questions. First is, whenever you have these type of questions, whatever value is given to you, either a plus b, a minus b, like these type of values are given to you. So you very first step you will do, you will write the whole square formula. Okay. Remember, whatever values is given to you. Okay. Suppose this is given to you a plus b, so we will write the formula of a plus b. If suppose a minus b was given to you, then you will write the formula of a minus b. Then after writing the formula, you will start putting the value. What is a plus b? 7. Then this whole quantity we did not know. Okay, this whole quantity we did not know. Then ab is 10. So here we got 49 equal to a square plus b square plus 20. So finally we got something, that is a square plus b square is 49 minus 20, that is 29. So this is our value of a square plus b square. Now why we have taken out this value? Because we need the value of a minus b whole square. So the method that we use here, again we will write the formula of a minus b whole square. So a square plus b square minus 2ab. And see, this value is with us, 29. Then ab is there. So 29 minus 20, that is 9. So what is a minus b? We will take the square root of 9. So here our a minus b is 3. Understood? Okay, in this manner we can calculate the values. Now in question number 7, so I have used this basic method to solve this problem. Or suppose if you remember the identities, okay, like I have explained when I started this chapter. So if I use the identity, okay, one alternate method I can write here of this question only. See, I have written one identity like a minus b whole square is a plus b whole square minus 4ab. So if you remember this identity, then you can very easily and in a very short period of time you will get the answer. Okay, 49 minus 40, that is 9. So what is a minus b? A minus b is square root of 9, that is 3. Okay, see, in very few steps I got the answer. But for solving this question in this manner, you should have the knowledge of these identities. Otherwise you can solve the questions using this method also. Understood?